Hello, good morning student. Today my video of class 8 science. We will start a new lesson here, metals and non-metals. Metal and non-metals. We have some idea about students metals, but here we are going to discuss what are metals. As we know, the elements are divided in three different categories: metals, non-metals and metalloids. So here in this chapter we have to study what are the physical and chemical properties of metals as well as non-metals, and a lot of things about metals and non-metals. So here we are going to start with metals. Very first, metals. What are metals? So such elements which are good conductor of heat and electricity, means through these elements easily heat and electricity can be passed. Okay, these are called metals. Such elements which are good conductor of heat and electricity or they can make positive ions by losing electron. How they make positive ions? They can make positive ions by losing electrons. Metals have a special ability that they can lose the electrons of their outermost orbit. So when they lose the electrons of their outermost orbit, they convert into positive ions. Okay, so as they can make positives, here we can change here, right? Okay, they can make positive ions by losing electrons. Okay, and they contain 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. One also property of the metal is that they contain 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. So these are the such elements that contain 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit are also known as metals, or such elements that loses electrons of their outermost orbit to forming positive ions are also known as metals, or such elements which are good conductor of heat and electricity, they are also known as metals. For example, students, we can write here sodium, whose symbol is Na, aluminium, calcium, silver, gold, etc. There are a lot. Okay. Now students, we are going to discuss what are non-metals. What are non-metals? So here non-metals, just opposite of a metals. In such elements which are not good conductor of heat and electricity. Such elements which are not good conductor of heat and electricity, they are also known as non-metals, or they form negative ions. They can form by gaining electron. One thing always you have to keep in your mind, that metals loses electrons and non-metals gains electron. Metals always losing electrons and non-metals gaining electron. Okay, they consist or they contain 5, 6 or 7 electrons in their outermost orbit. In their outermost orbit. Okay, these are called nonmetals. Means such elements that are not good conductor of heat and electricity, these are also called nonmetals. Such elements that form negative ions by gaining electrons from the other metal elements or metals are also known as nonmetals. Or such elements that contain 5, 6 or 7 electrons in their outermost orbit are also known as nonmetals. Some examples of nonmetals are sulfur, oxygen, okay, phosphorus, etc. These are some examples of nonmetals. Here student, spelling of sulfur is missing, Sl sulfur, that is. Okay, so these are example of nonmetals. Now student, we are going to discuss what are metalloids. Here we are going to discuss what are metalloids. But before we have to clean it. So now students, metalloids. Metalloids. What are metalloids? Such elements which consist property of both metals as well as non-metals are known as metalloids. So we can write here such elements that consist property of both, properties of both metals as well as non-metals. Metals as well as non-metals are known as metalloids. Are known as metalloids. Okay, students. Such elements that consist property of both metals as well as non-metals are known as metalloids. Normally, metalloids have four electrons in their outermost orbit. In their outermost orbit. In their outermost orbit. Okay, students? Clear? Now we are going to look at some examples of metalloids. For example, arsenic. Arsenic, germanium, antimony. These are the symbols. This is the AS is the symbol of arsenic. The symbol of germanium is Z. The symbol of antimony is SB. Silicon, Si. These are some example of metalloids. Also, students, sub-elements consist, if they have only one orbit and they consist 2 electrons, then it is also known as noble gas. And if they have more than one orbit and in the outermost orbit they consist 8 electrons, then they are known as noble gas. Okay. By nature, such elements that consist 8 electrons in their outermost orbit is also known as normal gas, and if there is any element who has only one orbit, and in this orbit if it contains two electrons, then it is also a normal gas. For example, helium, helium, neon, argon, krypton, radon, xenon. These are some examples of what? Noble gases. Now students, we are going to discuss occurrence of metals. So occurrence of metals we are going to discuss here, but before we have to clean it. Okay students, now we are going to the next topic of this chapter, that is occurrence of metals. Occurrence of metals. Occurrence of metals. Okay students, now occurrence of metals we are going to discuss here. Students, in nature the metals are found in an impure state. Suppose metals are in nature metals are found in impure state with a lot of impurities, But before going to occurrence of metals, students, we have to discuss what are minerals and rocks. So as you know students, the hard substances that are found in nature are known as rocks. But such rocks that contain some metals, are known as rocks that contain metals are known as minerals. Okay, all rocks are not called minerals. Only those rocks that contain some part of metals is known as minerals. Now, similarly, all minerals are not called ores. What are ores? So such minerals from which we can extract metals conveniently and profitably are called ores. Okay students, what is ore? Ores are such minerals from which we can extract metals profitably and conveniently. Are called ores. Okay, such minerals from which we can extract metals profitably and conveniently are called ores. Okay students, now in our nature the ores are found in with a lot of impurities. Suppose this is an ore, then there are a lot of sand particles over it. A lot of soil are also over it. So these impurities are known as gangue. Okay. So before going to describe the gangue, I have to clean it. Now students, gangue. The impurities like sand, soil, etc. that present on ores in nature are called gangue. Now we have to follow a lot of process. To extract metal from these ores. So the all process or the series of process that we follow to extract the metals from these ores are known as metallurgy. Okay. So we also look here what is metallurgy. the series of process that we follow the series of process that we follow to extract metals from their ores is known as metallurgy. Okay students, the series of process that we follow to extract metals from their ores is known as metallurgy. Now students, the number of metals that we found in our universe, we have categorized in 3 different groups. Out of this group, one group is known as noble metals. What are the noble metals? We have to also look here. What are noble metals? Noble metals are those metals that found not in form of ores in our nature. Okay, that in found in independent states in our nature. Such metals that are found in independent state in our nature. Such metals that are found in independent state in our nature are known as noble metals. Some examples of noble metals are gold, silver, platinum. These are the example of noble metals. Okay friends? For example, gold, symbol A, silver, and platinum. These are some example of noble metals. Okay friends, now we have to discuss a little about ores. Students, the ores that found in our nature, we also have divided in 2 groups as per the metals. We look here, but before we have to clean it. Okay students, now ores. Ores of metals are found either in form of chloride or carbonate or oxide or sulfide. For example, the ore of sodium chloride, that is named as rock salt. Ore of sodium metal. Ore of which metal? Sodium metal. That is found in which form? Chloride form. Another example of calcium. Just a minute. This is the formula of dolomite ore. That is ore of magnesium salt. Ore of magnesium metal. Okay friends. Similarly, bauxite. That is ore of aluminium metal. Now as you have looked here, this ore is found in form of carbonate form. It is found in oxide form. Similarly, iron pyrites. This is an ore of iron. One more ore of iron is bauxite and hematite. It is also ore of, you can write here also iron, ore of iron. Here the ore of iron is found in which form? Sulfide or oxide form. Similarly, the ore of copper, it is found in sulfide form and named as copper glance. Copper glance. That is ore of copper. Now, in different examples we have seen here. Here the ore of sodium chloride, sodium metal found in which form? Chloride form. The ore of magnesium metal is found in which form? Carbonate form. The ore of aluminium metal is found in which form? Oxide form. The ore of iron metal is found in which form? Sulfide form. Again here the ore of iron metal is found hematite in which form? Oxide form. Here the ore of copper metal found in which form? Sulfide form. And one more, that is zinc meant it is an ore of zinc metal. Zinc metal. Okay. It is also found in sulfide form. So we have looked at the ores of the metals. Highly reactive metals are mostly found in carbonate or chloride form. Low reactive or moderate reactive metals are found in oxide or in sulfide form, and less reactive metals are found in, the ores of less reactive metals are found in sulfide form. Okay students. Now, so these are this very little we have to discuss in this class about the ores. We have to study a lot about ores, but not in this class, in class 10th. Okay students. Now we have to discuss about the occurrence of metals, that we will discuss in our next class. Okay, thank you. Sorry, occurrence of non-metals. Occurrence of metals we have already discussed here. In our next video we will discuss about the occurrence of non-metals. Okay, thank you students.